One of the biggest mistakes I see in kids jiu-jitsu is coaches trying to make kids train like adults. Long drills, lots of reps, standing in lines, waiting their turn. And I get why people do that, because on paper, drilling looks organized, it looks productive, it looks like learning is happening. But then you actually watch the kids. They switch off halfway through. They forget everything once the drill finishes. And when it's time to do sparring, none of it shows up anyway. So in this video, I want to walk you through how I build kids jiu-jitsu games in 5 easy steps. Not theory, not gimmicks. Just a way of turning the problems that you're already seeing on the mats into games that help kids move more, understand more, and actually want to come back next week. Why games matter for kids. Before we get into the steps, it's important to understand why games work so well. Games create movement. They create decision making. They give kids a reason to move, not just instructions to follow. Kids don't learn best by copying shapes over and over again. They learn by trying things, adjusting, failing, and trying again. And then there's another part that matters just as much: fun. If kids aren't enjoying class, they don't stay long enough to actually get good at jiu-jitsu. So games aren't just a teaching tool, they're also a retention tool. Now, let's break down how to build them properly. Step 1, identify the problem you are trying to solve. Every good game starts with a problem. Not a technique, not a move, a problem. Ask yourself, what are my kids consistently struggling with right now? Throughout this video, I'm going to use dirty feet as my example because most people already know it. If you're not familiar, bottom player is trying to keep their legs in front. Top player is trying to clear the legs and get chest to chest. So what's the problem we're trying to solve? Usually it's poor guard retention. Kids straighten their legs, they lose connection, they don't understand why their knees matter. They don't know how to re-engage once space opens. That's the problem. Step 2, define one clear outcome. Once you've identified the problem, you need to simplify it down to one clear outcome. One sentence, one job. For dirty feet, the outcome is simple. Bottom player keeps their legs in front. That's all. Passing exists in the game, but it's not the learning focus. The learning focus is guard retention. If you can't explain the goal in one sentence, kids won't understand it either. Step 3, assign clear roles and language. We give the game structure through roles. This is especially important for younger kids, but it helps all age groups. Instead of saying your top and your bottom, we give meaning. For example, bottom player is the castle, arms and legs are the soldiers, and top player is the dragon trying to get inside. Roles reduce confusion. When kids know who they are and what their job is, behavior improves without that constant correction. Before we keep going, I just want to pause here for 1 second. If this is landing for you, I'd love to know, what's the biggest problem that you're seeing in your kids' classes right now? Is it kids disengaging, struggling to apply techniques, behavior issues, or something else? Drop it in the comments below. I read them all and it helps shape what I make next. And if this video is useful so far, please put a like on the video. It helps more kids coaches find this stuff. All right, let's keep going. Step 4, add constraints to guide behavior. This is the heart of building good games. Instead of constantly telling kids what to do, we limit what they're allowed to do. Constraints guide behavior without constant correction. For dirty feet, constraints might look like top player must stay standing until the legs are cleared. Bottom player must keep hands in front. Top player can't use hands. Top player must keep one knee on the mat. Each constraint changes how the problem is solved, and this part matters. You don't want to constrain the game so much that there's only one solution. If there's only one way to solve it, you may as well have just told them what to do. Good games allow kids to explore different solutions while still moving towards the outcome. Step 5, make the game winnable and scalable. The final step is to make the game winnable and scalable. Kids need to feel success. That means short rounds, clear winning conditions, and frequent resets. Sometimes that looks like 30-second rounds, switching roles often, or making it clear only one role can win. For example, in dirty feet, maybe only the top player can win. That way, your expectations are clear, so the frustration stays low and the effort stays high. But the same game also needs to be scalable. Dirty Feet for a 4 or 5-year-old looks very different to Dirty Feet for a 9 or 15-year-old. Same game, same problem, but different language and constraints. One good game can last years if you scale it properly. So those are the 5 steps. 1, identify the problem. 2, define clear outcomes. 3, assign clear roles. 4, add smart constraints. And 5, make it winnable and scalable. If you start building games from problems instead of techniques, everything changes. Kids move more, they understand more, and they actually want to come back. If this way of thinking makes sense to you, this is exactly what we go deeper into inside the Art of Coaching community on School. We have in-depth courses on building kids jiu-jitsu games, class design, behavior and engagement, and scaling this across different age groups. This is where I unpack this properly with examples, progressions, and full class structures. I'll leave the link below if you want to check it out. And if you like this video, I'm going to add another video here, turn boring BJJ drills into fun jiu-jitsu games.